Shade is the fall lipstick of dreams, you guys. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we are doing a fun little try on, a little review. We're talking about the new Saie Beauty. I believe they're called the Lip Blur, their new lipstick that they came out with, and I did a poll and you guys wanted to see this review, so we are going to be reviewing it, trying it on. We're going to be trying it on alone. We're also going to be trying it on with lip liners, just so you can kind of see all the things. And I'm excited to get into this video. I love lipsticks, and although I have a love affair with lip liners, as you know, and if you don't know, hi, I have a problem. Welcome to my channel. I am obsessed with lip liners. I have a love affair with lip liners. There's something about lipsticks and doing like a really there's so many different ways that you can make a lipstick work. And there's just so many formulas. I love a good lipstick. Anyways, I digress. I kind of just want to jump into this video and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the Saie Beauty lipstick review. All right, you guys, let's get into it. I'm excited. So I have something on my lips. We're going to remove it. And also, if you're interested in this makeup look, which you might not be, I am either uploading this look before or after this video, so it'll be up soon. It depends on how editing works, but let's get into this video. So the Saie Lip Blur, or I believe, what's the full name? The Saie Lip Blur Soft Matte Hydrating Lipstick with Hyaluronic Acid. She is a mouthful, you guys. She is. So I want to do like a try on, swatch, all of that for you guys. So I'm going to take off what's on my lips now. All right, so that is my lips, nothing on it. I have a little bit of a touch of a lip balm underneath because my lips are a little dry and I don't want it to look like a flaky mess when I apply it. So this is the Saie Beauty lipstick component. Really cute, really sleek, really skinny, which is nice. And let's get into it. It's just made of like a little bit of a metally feeling, plasticky component, I think. But it's nice, it's slim, and that's that. So I'm going to swipe it on the back of my hand for you, and you can just see how it kind of applies on the back of my hand. So I'm going to just apply it. Here, just pull it down so that you can kind of see. I got the shade Modern, if I haven't said. Lipsticks like this are great because it's more of a bitten lip look, which I love. And I like to kind of pat them in. I'm going to show you it fully applied and pat it out and all of that, the ways that I like to wear lipstick in general, because unless it's like a true, like a brown nude or a more beige nude, something like that, some version of a nude, I kind of prefer a little bit more, if it's like a little bit more colorful, to be kind of like patted out. But we're gonna apply it in one swipe because that's what they say. This is like a one swipe coverage lipstick, and it definitely is, and I want you guys to kind of see how it applies. So we're gonna apply bottom here. Look in my mirror really quick, and we're gonna just go straight across. What do you think? Do you think it's one swipe? I would say it is. Look, so cute. I love a one, like a little swipey. So again, this is definitely, the color itself is not maybe perfect for me without a lip liner. It's a really, really pretty look. And if I had a lighter complexion, it would definitely suit a lot better, but I like this for more of a bitten lip look. So then next, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just dab it out with my finger, just so you can kind of see how it is a little bit more of a stained look. Then we're gonna go on with a lip liner, show you how I like to wear it like that, and then we're gonna move on and just compare and contrast to a couple other lipsticks, so you can kind of see how it is comparably to other ones that I really love in my collection. So let's dab it out, shall we? So this is kind of how I like to dab it out and create kind of more of like a stained lip look. In general, I like to wear this with a lip liner. We're gonna do a full lip liner look with this, but it's cute. It like gives a nice like stain. So now I'm gonna remove this. We're gonna do a little bit of lip liner. Then we're gonna move on to the rest of the like review and then talk about it comparably to other lipsticks. All right, so that is that removed, a little pink, but that's okay. So I have 3 lip liners I like to generally use. I have the shade 05, 04, and 04 from Victoria Beckham, and then I have the shade Peak from Kosas. Maybe I'll do 05 because it's more of a true brownie tone, and then people who like to use brown lip liners, which I do believe is a lot of people, will be able to see how they kind of like it to wear. So this is again the shade 05, and we're just going to, I wish I had a smaller mirror near me. We're just gonna, I'm just gonna pull a mirror in close. Okay, so that is the shade 05. I love this. It's a little bit more neutral in person than it is in the monitor, I can see. But this is a great brown tone. I just love this. It's just so good. I love this shade. And it's not the darkest. So I have like a lot like true chocolate brown lip liners, which are just freaking beautiful. Like a nice chocolate brown nude color. Slap it in my bag. I love it. And then we're going to go on top with the Saie Beauty lipstick in the shade Modern. Okay, so this is what the lipstick looks like with the Victoria Beckham lip liner in 05. I feel like it's really pretty, a great brown, pink tone, moving into fall, love it. And the combo works really well together, this lip liner and this lipstick. This lipstick, the Saie Beauty lipstick also works really, really well with the Kosas lip liner in terms, like the two pair well together. So let's kind of get into the review. So this is more of a soft matte. I would definitely agree with this. This almost gives a little bit of a velvet look to the lips, and I don't know if that makes any sense, but like, you know, the velvet matte like liquid lipsticks and how they kind of look, this kind of gives that same energy and vibe, which I don't hate. What I will say is I don't find this super drying, which is the same as the velvet matte like liquid lipsticks that like the KKW one if you've tried those, or even the NYX one if you've tried those. It doesn't dry out my lips in that same vein. And I do find that if I want it to be super, super long lasting, it lasts relatively long. Like I would say it lasts pretty long especially because it's a soft matte. But if I want it to last super, super long, I kind of have to do my trick. And I don't know if I've only ever done this, I think, in my holiday video, where if I want a lipstick, especially a dark, like a colored lipstick to last long, I take like okay, this is the smallest piece of a paper towel ever, but I take a paper towel and I kind of kiss it and then reapply the lipstick and the lip liner. Kiss it, do it 3 times, and don't reapply it on the last one, and just let it sit, and then it lasts super, super long. I do find that this lipstick works really well with that technique, and it's a really good technique, especially when you're wearing like a red lipstick, because honey, nothing worse than like red lipstick getting all over your face, but also fading and looking really like patchy and weird. So that's a really good technique, and that works really well with this lipstick. I do find it long lasting though, and it again doesn't dry out my lips, which is really, really nice. I really do also enjoy this color. I do think I'm gonna grab like the red. I do believe that they have a red. I do think I'm gonna grab that because I think that'll be like just such a great holiday color. I love a red lipstick. Now I kind of want to move into my review and kind of compare and contrast to other lipsticks that I have in my collection. That's going to be a pretty quick like roundup, just because there's only a certain amount that I feel like kind of makes sense for this review. But let's get into it. So I have 2 lipsticks from the brand Kosas. Now I will say the Saie Beauty lipstick comparably to the Kosas one is less hydrating. And what I mean by less hydrating is a little bit less hydrating feeling. So I have 2 shades in front of me here. I have the shade Undone, which is a beautiful tone. I would say it's kind of similar actually to the shade, you know, I should swatch them side by side. Similar to the shade Modern, but I would say Modern is a little bit more on the brown side. Yep. So that is the shade Undone on this side. This is the shade Modern. And then the other shade that I have that I want to talk about is the shade Vegas. Vegas is a beigey nude, and it definitely is a little bit more on the hydrating side compared to the other 2. So I would say the Kosas lipsticks have a little bit more of a sheen. The shade Vegas is a different texture than the other Kosas lipsticks. This one specifically, I believe it's exclusive to Kosas website. It has a little bit more slip to it than the other Kosas lipsticks. The other Kosas lipsticks have a little bit more slip again, but not quite as much as the the Vegas lipstick from Kosas. Kosas lipsticks that are in the black containers have a little bit more of a similar wear to the Saie Beauty lipstick. But what I will say is the wear is similar because the Kosas lipsticks in the black containers are a little bit more of a thicker consistency. So the way that they wear is longer. But what I will say is, again, they have a little bit more sheen to them. They're definitely not a soft matte. They have a little bit of a sheen. So they do wear off a little bit differently throughout the day. And in like masks and all of that, they wear off quicker. So that's kind of the difference there. Now let's move on to, let's talk about this one. The Ilia lipsticks. I would say that the Ilia lipsticks are relatively similar. This is, ooh, I would say this is kind of a combo of the Saie Beauty and the Kosas in color. This is the shade Marsala, and that's this one here. And I would say that the Ilia ones are a little bit less satiny looking, or like have a little bit less sheen than the Kosas one. Again, not a soft matte though, and still wears long. And all of these lipsticks specifically, like these three, the Saie Beauty lipstick, the Kosas, and the Ilia, all wear really beautifully as like a stained out look, and I love it. Really, really good. But again, the soft matte is just a little bit more longevity, but also the way that it makes your lips look. I don't want to use the word flat because it still has, although it's a matte, it still has like a touch, right? Like it's truly like a soft matte. So it's like a little matte, but it still has like a touch, like light touch of a sheen. But if you want your lips to look a little bit more juicy, I would just say for the Saie Beauty lipstick, you kind of need to like put a lip balm on top or something like that, because this isn't going to give you that juicy look that I know everyone's like loving right now. But let's move on to the next one. So let's move on to this one. This one is more of a matte. So this is from the brand Mented, and this is the shade Dope Taupe, and this is their matte lipstick. Now, I want to compare this because this gives me a really similar vibe and consistency. I would say it's slightly more matte, but it's a really similar vibe and consistency to the Saie Beauty lipsticks. It is on the thinner side. It is very, oh, the shade is the fall lipstick of dreams, you guys. Their lipsticks, Mented lipsticks, are amazing, but I digress. This has a similar consistency. A little bit of sheen does kind of pop through. I would say that the matte in the Mented is a little bit more matte, but still not fully matte, where it's just like, I feel like when I think of matte, and because I feel like liquid lipsticks, when makeup was really big when I was in like college and high school, and it was just like the maddest lip of all time. It was kind of that vibe at that point. When I think matte, I kind of think that, whereas this lipstick from Mented doesn't have that, and neither does the Saie Beauty lipstick. I would say that these two, the Mented lipstick and the Saie lipstick, wear really similarly and have the same longevity as each other, which is nice. And I love the Mented lipsticks. They're just so good and so comfortable, and they have a really similar consistency where they're thin, so it doesn't, I don't know, when you're wearing lipstick sometimes and you just like feel it all day, and it doesn't have, it's like, sometimes they feel goopy isn't really the right word, but no, goopy is the right word. Sometimes they feel goopy. These two lipsticks specifically do not have that feeling, which is great. Now I want to move on to Cloven Hollow, which is a brand I've talked about a ton. I love their lipsticks. And this red from Cloven Hollow, this is the shade Damsel. I wore this in my holiday makeup video that I did last year if you want to see, but this is just so good. So this, everything looks a little bit more bright than it does in person in the monitor, by the way, but this is more like, I would call this consistency a little bit more similar to the Kosas one. And even if you've ever tried the NARS lipsticks that aren't like matte, the more satiny style ones, it has that similar consistency, the Cloven Hollow one. So again, comparably to the Saie Beauty one, the Saie lipstick, the Cloven Hollow one has a little bit more sheen to it. The wear of this is very good. I would say the wear of the Cloven Hollow is slightly less than the wear of the Saie Beauty, but the Cloven Hollow, for my like dab and go, because this red, I want this to stay on for most of the night. The dab and go works really well with this consistency. It really does. It lasts so long. Really, really good lipstick. I enjoy it a lot. And again, it's not a soft matte. So really the only soft matte that I'm going to be talking, or matte that I'm going to be talking about today is the Mented lipstick, because matte lipsticks really aren't something that a lot of people are loving to wear right now. It's really about the juicy lip, plumped up looking lip, looking real cute, looking all like just plump, hydrated, and not crusty and dusty. And so matte lipsticks, like historically, not really now, they've definitely made like leaps and bounds. I've kind of given you a little bit of a dust and a crust, you know what I mean? And that's not cute. Now I want to talk about two lipsticks I have here from Merit Beauty, because I know these came out and I feel like a lot of the time people compare Merit and Saie. So I want to talk about these side by side. So they are very different lipsticks. The Saie Beauty lipstick is more of a soft matte, and it's more full coverage. The Merit Beauty ones, I'll swatch them for you since I swatched the other ones. I have the shade Lavin You here. This is going to be my favorite shade ever in fall. It's just so cute. This is going to give me the perfect bitten lip look. And I have the shade Slip, which is like a really nice, I would say beigey nude, but like more of a mid beigey nude. So it's not super, super light beige, but it's not a super dark beige either. So these are them down here. So you can see they definitely have more shine, and the coverage is definitely a little bit more, it's definitely more of a light coverage, whereas all the rest of the ones I've talked about today, besides the Kosas Vegas, are very much like a swipe of coverage. And those kind of are very comparable to the Saie lipstick in that vein, but they aren't all, they don't all have matte in them, if that makes sense. Like they have a little bit more sheen, whereas the Merit lipsticks are more hydrating, and they're definitely more kind of true, more nudie colors, I would say, where you kind of have more variety in tone. For sure, I would say that the Saie lipsticks tend to skew a little pink. They have a brown though, but they have ones that skew a little bit more pink. So if you want a little bit more of a light beigey nude, you might not be able to find that easily here. It also really depends on your skin tone with lipsticks, you guys. But these are more hydrating, and they're definitely they're definitely one swipe for like what they are. They're not going to do full coverage of your lip, but they're like a one swipe and they look beautiful on your lips. They're just very different lipsticks. But again, these brands are often compared. They're definitely different. Soft matte here, hydrating here. Both I would say are one swipe. It's just kind of dependent on what your like definition of one swipe is. I don't necessarily love always one swipe of a lot of coverage. I kind of like to build as I go, because I like to do stains, or I like to do super full coverage, or I like to I kind of like a little bit of variety with the Merit Beauty ones. The longevity is definitely not there comparably to the Saie Beauty one. The Saie lipstick is definitely a lot more long lasting, but the Merit Beauty one, if I do kind of my tap out, I can get it to wear relatively long. It's just not going to be the same. So that's kind of the difference here. And yeah, that is it for my Saie lipstick review and my Saie lipstick try on and all of that. I would love to look at how stained my hand is. You guys, some of these lipsticks are like crazy, crazy long wearing. But yeah, that is kind of it for my Saie lipstick review. I would love to know your thoughts down below. Do you think you're going to try this? Look how cute it looks. And do you see how it's not super matte looking? I don't know, it like gives a little something different, which is nice. I really do enjoy this lipstick. And again, I'm definitely going to grab the red because the red looks freaking beautiful. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.